Oh, damn. Hey, everybody, it's your boy, SergDragon. And welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me once again is the phenomenal Shadow Spider, Chris Pitre. And today we are going to cover Smackdown, or should I say Friday Night Smackdown, and 205 Live. Yeah, get your drink out of the camera. In which case, we start the show with Roman Reigns, the big dog who knows for a fact that he didn't get the top scores for his team, but he got the main event taken down. He beat Keith Lee, he got his respect, and ultimately he calls out the weak link and the dummy of the team, who was not so much a teammate or a leader as he claims. He was the, saboteur. He was trying to actually get the team lost by taking off people who he considered a weak link, which was Ali. If I remember correctly, he even caused Braun Strowman a loss, didn't he?
I really listened to Corbin words because everybody knows that Corbin is a weak link
And a douche.
and a dick.
Dick King. He looks like it too with his bald head. Ultimately, King Corbin beats around the bush on account of the fact that Roman Reigns wanted to fight him. He said it was all about his ego and said that Roman Reigns just wanted the spotlight, so he said he wasn't going to deal with him. Instead, he was going to have someone else take him in the form of the glorious Robert Roode. In which case, Robert Roode does take on Roman Reigns with King Corbin on standby. We thought Dolph Ziggler was going to be there, but apparently he wasn't until later. In which case, Roman Reigns defeats Robert Roode in good fashion and then gets jumped by Dolph Ziggler. And then, King Corbin is in shock when he sees that he's handling them both with ease. And then here comes the spear around the block. Yeah, bam! Through the barricade. Through the, the timekeeper's area.
Yeah. In the park, that Roman Reigns picked up that announce table
And flipped it.
Yeah.
Right on him.
Because Robert Roode was mentioning his kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He mentioned, you're your daughter. I was like, oh, no, you did not. In which case, the next match would be Mustafa Ali, and they're actually giving him back his name, apparently, because this is WWE website I'm using, and Drew McIntyre. These two had a major feud during the times of 205 Live, but they kind of,
Hold on. Drew McIntyre?
Drew Gulak, sorry. Thank you. I see Drew and I think McIntyre. Well, I see Gulak and I say McIntyre. Why? I do not know. The submission specialist, the man who is the visionary.
Yeah.
The PowerPoint presentation. Thank God we didn't see that. It's maybe funny, but I don't want to see all those cards. Thankfully, though, Mustafa Ali proves that the high-flying technique is better than his ground style, and he wins the match. Oh, damn. He said, I lost. See, Drew Gulak. He was like, he has no regrets of speaking his mind. Next up, it would be coming to the ring, Sasha Banks and the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley, both who actually got a loss in their parts. Instead of taking any blame, they just blamed the whole entire roster of the SmackDown roster. I was like, what the hell?
They get afraid to blame themselves.
They don't see themselves as flawed, even though one tapped out, one got outsmarted. What the? Dumb. Thankfully, though, we have one. And I'm sorry to say, but SmackDown roster is not looking too good. The only people I actually vote for is Nikki Cross. Because then you have, I'm not going to lie, You got Mandy Rose, you got Sonya Deville, you got Carmella, Dana Brooke, you got one other. I'm trying to think who was.
Emperor Moon.
Yeah. Oh, thank God she's there. That's right. But she's injured right now, so I can't look forward to her. And now I'll cover that in just a bit. Comes to the ring. We have Lacey Evans, the Southern Belle of WWE, who comes in to pick a fight with Bayley and Sasha. In which case, I think we know who our number one contender is. Because the lady is going to teach some class to these two disrespectful women. Next up, we have Nikki Cross going against Sonya Deville with Mandy Rose as her corner help. In which case, Nikki Cross wins the match. But I'm gonna say it for Xavier and for T-Money. Mandy comes to the aid, but then Xavier, your second girl,
Alexa Bliss,
is back from injury, and showcases it by coming to her aid of Nikki Cross, her friend, her actually only friend, and actually is hugging it out with their triumphant return. So now, does this mean the two are going back for the Kabuki Warriors for their new title shot? Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think we should give other tag teams a chance. Case in point, I don't know the status of Nia Jax, but we definitely got to see the Samoan women get their chance because they'll be the most dominant. And then as well as Fire and Desire. I would like to see that.
Not the Iconics.
They already had their turn.
Yeah.
Also, the prestige wrestlers of Charlotte Flair and Natalya, since they're
submissions,
that royalty.
Yeah.
You got the Hart family and the Flair family. They're royalty. The royalties will be actually Queen of Hearts and the Queen in general. That would be an interesting tag team. Next up, we have a Smackdown Tag Team Champions New Day issuing an open challenge on after Thanksgiving. In which case, the ones who take up that opportunity is none other than Sami Zayn's influenced. We have Cesaro and the Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Mm-hmm. Despite what happened at Survivor Series, I guess they did have an 5-day healing period. Because we saw what happened to Kofi, man. His leg, ow. Damn, he hit that freaking pole. He went, your leg, his freaking shin, ow. Didn't stop him from defending their titles between Kofi Kingston and Big E. They defended their titles against, I don't even know what the hell they call themselves. It's just Cesaro and Shinsuke. Oh, and Vince is congratulating them in the back. Look at that. Can I zoom in? No, I cannot. See that? It's blurry, but you can see Vince talking with Big E and Kofi Kingston. And we're good. Next up is the interesting, where apparently they would say, this was actually talked about on Google News, on all social media, saying that they would introduce a new buddy, a new friend on the Firefly Funhouse of the Universal Champion, Bray Wyatt. And also, they would actually ask Daniel Bryan to actually play again, which is another title match being given to Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan is giving him a response as to a yes. Once we would also see a new title belt, not officiated to defend, but more showcasing to his other half. Since we couldn't see the actual title that Bray Wyatt originally had. I'm sorry, that would have been a good title. I'm sorry, that would have looked good. Instead, we got the Fiend title belt with the Fiend's mask on it. It looked like it was made out of complete skin kind of thing. Like frickin' Namacon from the Evil Dead thing. Yeah. You don't believe me? Here. That's not his face. That is his face, but that's a title belt. That is creepy. In which case, Daniel Bryan is there to watch this whole thing as they mentioned the pig puppet. What was his name? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. What was the pig's name? Well, the pig puppet is actually eating the Thanksgiving, and he makes this weird looking stuff about Egyptians and lizard men. I'm like, what the fuck? And it tells the people to do the muscle man dance. That was weird. And he goes and says, "Let me in." I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. We're in the Twilight Zone here. In which case, Daniel Bryan finally gets to the ring at the end of the show to accept his challenge, and he says that, Bray Wyatt says that he promised his Firefly Funhouse, being the WWE Universe, a new Funhouse buddy, and his one thing he is not a liar. Next thing you know, the lights go out, it turns red, and here is the Fiend coming out of the ground, the freaking mat again, and dragging Daniel Bryan into the freaking ring. And what comes next is very questionable. All we see is him
pulling up the hair.
Yeah, of his head or his face, his beard. We don't know. All we know is we got the fans screaming, "Shave his beard! Shave his beard!" We just seen hair being cut off over and over, and we don't even know what the hell he's going to turn into that freaking beard. He's going to make a Daniel Bryan doll? Like he made a Vince McMahon doll? What the hell? He's going to make something. And that's all we see is the Fiend laughing it up as he continues to pull hair out of Daniel Bryan, who is cut off camera and under the ring, probably actually shaving. You know, that's the actual truth. I need to shave. Next time you see me, after we cover AEW, I'm going to shave. I'm going to get rid of this thing. This is itchy as hell. I'm tired of it. Alright, let me go ahead. We'll be right back. I'm going to look up. Oh, wait. Before that, what do you take from this? What do you take from Smackdown, Friday Night Smackdown?
Well, I would think if one person who popped out in the ring with The Undertaker.
Or Kane.
Or Kane. But you see the red light, or like evil light. Evil wet light. Oh, that's another thing I was going to mention. Apparently, I'm not the only one who messes up and keeps calling it SmackDown Live. Roman Reigns did that on SmackDown Live. I was like, he messed up. He messed up like I did. Yeah.
He called it SmackDown Live. It's Friday Night Smackdown.
Yeah. SmackDown Live is over. Ain't no more SmackDown Live. It's just Friday Night Smackdown.
Yep.
Like in the past.
All right. We'll be right back with a 205 Live review. This will be a quickie. And we're back. Without further ado, let's give a shout out to the remaining Heaven Monster
Podcast.
Thank you. I tongue twisted there for a second. In which case, a shout out to Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to T-Money, Renee, Farrell, and Delvin, as well as a shout out to Chris Pitre right here.
Okay, 205 Live. Quick run. It's only an hour long. And it was canceled last week.
Yeah.
We got Arya Davari going up against Raul Mendoza. I'm trying to say it right. Raul. And Raul didn't get the job done. Arya Davari got the win. It's funny. This episode celebrates 3 years of 205 Live since it first premiered.
Yeah.
It's been that long already? Damn. Time flies. Everybody tweets, including Tony Nese, saying that it's been 3 years since he carried this show of 205 Live on his back, on his shoulders for that long. I'm like, what the? You wish. The one who really tried to carry it was Neville. That guy people look forward to. Not gonna lie. Next up, we have Danny Burch from NXT UK, Oney Lorcan's tag team buddy, versus a local talent, Greg Williams. Okay, that I can say. Greg Williams? All right. And Danny Burch won that match, for the record. Next up, we have Angel Garza going up against Jack Gallagher, who has been on a major losing streak and is looking to beat Angel Garza for that win. But sadly, when he put him in the guillotine freaking submission hold, Angel Garza picks him up, counters him with his finisher, the Angel Clip Wing, something like that. Wing cutter, I guess. And he slams him and gets to a victory. After that, Gentleman Jack Gallagher is having himself a tantrum. He is super frustrated over the fact that he has constantly lost and hasn't really proven himself as of late in the 205 Live. And he's throwing water bottles, well, water in general, not the water bottle itself, in referees' faces. He's actually punching security, and even went so far as to shove and hurt the general manager of 205 Live, Drake Maverick. And you were saying that he, you say what you were going to say? What you told me?
Gentleman Jack Gallagher was frustrated because of too many losses, and he was out of control.
No, not that part. The part where what do you think is going to happen after he shoved the general manager?
He will get a fine.
There you go.
He is with Noro.
Ooh, yeah, he's going to get a fine, all right.
Yeah.
But the question is, will this make a match between Drake Maverick and Gentleman Jack Gallagher? Because, he's still technically a contract wrestler, but he's not so much as a general manager on 205 Live. So, like I said, that was a speed run. It was literally just 3 matches. That's it. And one little frustrated tantrum from Gentleman Jack Gallagher. I think he might get rid of the gentleman and just become something.
Maybe
English reference.
Maybe ungentleman.
The Ungentleman Jack Gallagher. That's catchy. Okay, so with that said, that'll be pretty much it. So, let's end it, right? If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content, and hit that notification bell for the next Heaven Monsters podcast. We will be covering AEW, All Elite Wrestling, from the Thanksgiving Eve. So, see you in a bit. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.